Minecraft just dropped another update full of all the things people have been asking for, like autumn trees, mushrooms, wool stairs, and slabs for some arbitrary reason. Overall, pretty alright. I mean, the Sniffer continues to have less dynamic actions than a Sims 4 character, but you know what? Whatever. But if you paid any attention in English class, you know that Mojang just took a page out of Mice and Men, cause while we were busy fantasizing about all the things we could do with the update thinking that was it, they came up from behind and shot the one thing every tool uses for PvP. Attribute swapping. If you don't know what attribute swapping is, it's basically a bug Mojang technically implemented in Snapshot 24W18A that got carried over into other versions, where enchantments became data-driven. Basically, what this means is that enchantments and properties of a weapon that you're holding become registered one tick later after dealing damage, and people ended up finding out that you can just mix and match with a bunch of weapons to just mix their properties. In this case, you can have a spear which has this range of 5 blocks, sword doesn't have that. But if you're just fast enough, you can just hit them with a sword anyways. It's absolutely broken. And they didn't fix it for 2 years. And so kind of because of that, people just figured out this would just be an implemented feature forever. But now that it's gone, a bunch of techniques are essentially useless, including mace swapping, spear range damage, ranged mace damage, short the lunge cooldown, the Minecraft servers just died halfway throughout my recording, so I'm just stuck here, looking like a nobody. But anyways, the thing that suffered the most from this entire change is definitely the breach mace, because while the density mace, you can just use it as it always was intended, there's basically no reason to use the breach mace, unless you attribute swap. Now I know there's going to be a couple people making the argument that it's worth using the breach mace if you're 7 blocks up or below your target, but like even so, 95% of the time, it's just going to be filling up your hotbar slot, and even when you do want to use it, you won't even be able to use the actual mechanic because breach swapping is gone. The only realistic way you can possibly use this is by waiting up here, holding out your mace to finish its cooldown, and then dropping. But like, at that point, is it even worth it? With all these balance changes, you might be thinking that the mace now has 1/10 of the power it used to hold 1 day ago, and to that, I say, fuck no, the mace elytra tactic is still broken. Honestly, compared to the mace, the thing that got the worst end of the stick is definitely the spear, because now you can't even do like 90% of all the cool tricks you can do. All you can do is this. That's it with the elytra, and that's like, you miss half the time. By the way, there's actually one more thing I wasn't able to properly mention is attribute swapping, but there's actually the fact that you can disable shields with a spear and an axe that are long enough range, and the only problem is you need friends to demonstrate that, and I'm here trying to beat the Instagram and TikTok accounts before they make this information superfluous. Anyways, I give it about 4 business days before the PvP community makes an entire loophole to this. But that's about it. See ya.